Going on, my brothers and sisters? God works in mysterious ways. I'll tell you what. Um, the gematria has been telling me pi, 3.14, the golden ratio. It kept telling me about Valentine's Day and whatnot. Where this whole significance I have yet to find as of until now. A friend of mine was at the gas station and they sell pizzas. Well, pizzas got brought up in conversation. The price of them and whatnot. Well, with this conversation being had, the gas station attendant goes on to tell this person that, speaking of pizzas, on March 14th is Pi Day. I've never heard of this, but it makes sense because it's 314, 3.14. Does this make sense? So with this being said, God had this man tell my friend so they can tell me. So as soon as I heard this, I found this very interesting, and I was like, what is the significance of March 14th? Which makes sense because it is 314. Well, I found it interesting that Drake has a song, March 14th, which is somewhat interesting. I've never really cared for Drake, but I think I'm going to have a listen to that to see what he says, which is probably nothing special, but, well, you know. March 14th is the 73rd day of the year in the Gregorian calendar. 292 days remain until the end of the year. March 14th is the 73rd day. Steak and blowjob day? Holy, whoa! Well, that's interesting. But, okay. But that's not what we're looking for. So, let's move on. So I put in 3.14, right? And this is the mathematical equation. Let's look at some facts. This is pi. The number is a mathematical constant approximately equal to 3.14 and several other numbers. It is defined as the Euclidean geometry as the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. 3.14 pi in Espanol. I think it should be the same, right? I don't know. The history of pi equals 3.14. Right. So, where's all the pictures that I just took? You know what? Because there's a bunch of junk here. Bunch of junk. So let me just go to the pictures I just snapped so I can show you. All right, so let's get to the steak and potatoes. So we know that now. Why is it called pi? It was until the 18th century, about 2 millennia after the significance, the number 3.14 was first calculated by Archimedes, that the name pi was the first to denote the number. He used it because the Greek letter pi corresponds to the letter P, and pi is about the perimeter of a circle. Why is it so important? It's the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. A number is just a little bit bigger than 3. The constant helps us understand our universe with greater clarity. The mathematical constant, one of the most significant well-known numbers in mathematics, is celebrated every year, which I did not know and I've never heard of until now. It is 3.114, hence the choice of 314, March 14th, the commemorative holiday that is best known for the ratio between the circle's circumference. How does pi help us in life? In basic mathematics, pi is used to find the area of the circumference of a circle. You might not use it every day in your life, but pi is used in most calculations for building, construction, quantum physics, communications, music theory, medical procedures, air travel, space flight, to just name a few. How interesting. 3.14 can be written as a fraction of 2 integers, and therefore it is rational. It cannot be written as a fraction of 2 integers. Here's 14 delicious facts. Why it's delicious, I have no idea. Pi is the circumference of a circle. There is no 0 in the first 31 digits. Pi has 6.4 billion known digits. It would take a person approximately 133 years to recite all of them without stopping. Interesting. It is used in engineering to calculate the volume of cylinders. Can pi ever be solved? Technically, no. Though no one has ever been able to find the true end of the number, it's actually considered an irrational number because it keeps going in a way that we can't quite calculate. Pi dates back to 250 BCE by a Greek mathematician known as Archimedes, who used polygons to determine their circumference. Here's the most interesting. Pi is found in sine waves, frequencies, noises, as I've been talking about. God is good, ain't he? God is good. I don't really want to quite reveal what name he goes by when he comes to me in gematria, but it is of the eights, if you want to do some research. But I was told when to say things and when to not, because maybe sometimes I reveal too much truth, and I'm not quite sure he's exactly ready to be put out like that. This would have to do with synchronization. For instance, you seeing 777s, 222s, 333s, etc., etc. Other things happening in your life that were meant to happen. I've been talking about frequencies. I've been talking about noises. I showed you the flashlights. I've shown you the spirits. This is of truth, my friends. And it is very interesting. Thank you for listening.